Welcome back everyone, hope all is well. So today in the crazy world of the Chinese Division 2, I'm going to go over the progression system and how you progress your character to be a lot stronger. This is a follow on to my last video. If you haven't seen that, it's really worthwhile watching that, and it may help you make more sense of this video, if I can actually say that correctly. So if that's all good, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to kick the video off with the summit progression, and the reason why I'm going to pick summit is because your progression in the summit affects your watch and also affects your world tier. Now, how it pretty much works is that the higher you climb in the summit, the more points you get for your watch. If you reach a certain level in the summit, which is floor 60, you then unlock world tier 1. World tier 2, 3 and 4 or whatever haven't been added to the game yet, but they will at some point. So the summit progression is really important, and certainly for your watch points, because the watch changes every single season, and it gives extra benefits to either gear sets or weapons or certain talents. So pretty important. You can see on the screen that my current summit level is floor 50, but you can also see in red writing that it's warning me that I'm a little bit too low powered to be able to complete this floor, and it's very true as well, because I've tried it and yeah, it doesn't really work out too well for me. Well, the number in essence is a gear score. The more stats I've got on my gear, the more modules got plugged in, the higher that score will go, and therefore I should be able to successfully complete the floors. Now, I've tried this with the current gear that I've got and I just get absolutely obliterated. Pretty much the closer I get to that number, the easier it gets for me. So I'm a bit struggling getting past floor 50 at the moment. So important that your strength progression then translates to the summit, so therefore you can unlock a higher world tier and also get more points for your watch. So summit becomes incredibly important. You'll also notice the rewards there. You can see that you're going to get textiles, credits, you're going to get mats, and obviously most importantly you're going to get watch points. I think you get some watch points every 3 floors that you clear, and obviously a little bit more when you clear a boss floor. I think the higher you go, the more watch points that you can potentially get. So yes, you can get over 100 watch points as far as I'm aware. How far over 100, I'm not really too sure. You'll also notice that they all have nice little colours next to them. You see all these little icons. So I'm currently like level 50, so I've got one of those purple icons. So you'll notice I am actually on my screen there. You can see I've got the little purple icon next to me. So if you ever watch any gameplay and you see like people with different icons next to them, it relates to how high they have climbed the summit. So again, gives you a little bit of visual indicator of the power of the actual person. And then here's the watch. As you can see, it's all broken down into different areas what you can put into, but basically gear sets, brand sets and weapons. So if we go into a few of these and have a little look around, you see Striker there. A little bit of translation for you. Striker is basically going to give you, your spec into that is going to give you a decrease in the rate that your stacks get lost. Things like your LMG is going to give you 6% weapon damage and 6% rate of fire when you're in cover. I have absolutely no idea what Unbreakable does, but I think Obliterate again gives you, like, I think damage your tags out of cover 1% for per stack, up to I think a maximum of 15 stacks. I think it also increases your crits as well. One of the cool things you can also do as well, if you've spec'd into this incorrectly, you can just delete all the points and start all over again, just like I'm about to do there. Pretty straightforward, and then you just go and bang your points back into wherever you want to put them, or wherever you see fit. So you can make the mistake, it really doesn't make no difference. And the good thing is, you know, unlike our game, you know, the watch changes every season, so the things that are going to benefit you are going to benefit you. You're going to get different benefits every season, and it also makes me think that, was this the sort of thing they were going to bring in for Seasons 2.0? With like the seasonal character? it could have been, you know what I mean, and it may be gone, it may not be. I'm sure we'll soon see what's going to happen with Seasons 2.0, because we're not a million miles away from it, and you never know, you might get a watch like this. A large part of your progression is obviously around gear. You'll see that we've got the targeted loot system, just like in the international game. There's a few changes. You've got Yala's targeted loot. One of the things we don't have, we can't farm things like chest pieces and backpacks or knees and gloves, etc. You've got to go for the brand set or the gear set. There's no targeted loot in the DZs, which is rather strange. New York, has got exactly the same sort of thing as far as targeted loot goes. So at least that gives you a little bit of an indicator where you need to farm for what gear sets that you want. As far as brand set bonuses and gear set bonuses go, they're all exactly the same as what they are in our current game. If we now go and have a look at gear, you'll find that gear all drops with the lowest possible attribute that it can possibly have. You can't recalibrate the stat up to a higher stat. You can only recalibrate the actual attribute, which is a bit of a bummer really. So everything really has to be optimized, and it costs a lot of mats. So you'll see here with this Blue Wave Guardian that I've got, you can see that's going to cost me an absolute fortune in some sort of exotic type components to unlock the last talent on there, the last attribute, which is a damage to elite talent, which would be nice. But when you if you have a look at basically what that's going to cost me, one of the things you can do on this, you can click a button, and it will pretty much tell you exactly how much it's going to cost you in textiles and how much it's going to cost you in premium credits. And when you hit that button, it costs an absolute fortune. You can see here on the screen, I'm just going to go into where you buy the mats, just normally with textiles, and you can see how much these three things cost that I'm going to need. And obviously I need hundreds, if not thousands of these things. So if I jump out of there and we go into back into the gear itself, or actually I think it's at the crafting table I think I need to go to. If I hop on over there, I'll show you the option that does give you the ability just to buy all the things that you need to upgrade it to the next level when I find it in the menu system, because I'm still learning. So here we go here, and you see I hit the button and it tells you there how many textiles I'm going to need and how many premium prints I'm going to need to be able to buy all that stuff. And it works out a lot of money. I think you're probably looking at the best part of £60 I would say, maybe, to unlock all those. So you can imagine how long it's going to take me in the game just to be able to earn all those, to be able to unlock basically an attribute, and then I still have to spend a boatload of mats to optimize it to the best it possibly can be. Now if we just jump over to the optimization bench, I'll show you this feature around making things proficient basically. So I'm going to work on some chest pieces and some backpacks, and generally all I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you basically, well, how you do it, how it costs. Basically I'm picking the exotic component here because it gives me a full level every time I hit it. Once I basically max one out, I can also claim the textiles, which are on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side you'll notice one of the modules of part of the module system. You get to a point when you maximize gear that you can also, I don't know whether that sort of like integrates the module into your gear or enables you to, I don't know, upgrade the module. But the more and more items that you get made proficient, the more module slots it opens, and I'll cover the module slot, the module system off just in a moment. But as you can see, I did some with the blue, it didn't move it very far. I did some with the yellow, it moved it a little bit, and then when I use the red component, it just gives me a full level. I'll do something similar again with a few more chest pieces maybe, and maybe some backpacks, and hopefully that then should unlock at least another slot for a module in my backpack and my chest piece, which will come in a little bit handy. But yeah, we'll go through that module system in just a moment. Before we jump into the modules, I'll just quickly have a look at the optimization. I'll just pick my Coyotes mask there, and you can see the costs that it's going to cost me in mats below. I'll just upgrade the stat maybe once or twice or something like that so you can see it. But what is really interesting with this stuff is that, and I'll show you this again a little bit later on, is that the mats that you spend on optimizing it, if let's say you make a mistake for whatever reason, or you don't want the gear no more and you really shouldn't have optimized it, if you break it down, you will get all of the mats back that you actually put into it, which is like absolutely fantastic. So it's not necessarily just you've just lost them. Okay, so now let's have a look at the module screen. You'll see that because I made some more chest and backpack proficient, I've now opened an extra slot on my module screen. Now with these modules, the more you plug in, the more powerful you get. I covered it in my previous video, but you've got weapon damage, damage tags out of cover, damage to armor, you've got more armor, hazard protection, etc, etc. Now how these work is that they have different levels. The levels on the right hand side and the number on the left hand side is how many of those modules I've got. You need 3 to be able to fuse them and create the next level up. So you see here I've fused 3 level 1s and that now gives me a level 2. So pretty straightforward. I would then need 3 level 2s to make a level 3 and so on and so forth. So I'll show you again there, I've just made a level 2 to a level 3. So now I've got 1 level 3. Pretty straightforward. With this one there, I've got, so what's that? I've got 4 of the damage to armors. So I'll make one of them into a level 2. Now I've got 2 level 2s. Now you can see that I need 2 more level 2s, sorry, 2 more level 1s to make a level 2, which will give me 3 level 2s, and then I can fuse that into a level 3. So what I'll do, I'll hop over to the shop, I'll buy a couple of level 1 modules, and that should give me 3. I'll then be able to fuse that to give me a level 2, and then I should have enough level 2s to make a level 3. Confusing, I know, but you'll soon get the grasp of it when you've played it. So yeah, here's me here. I'm just going to buy 2 of them. Pretty straightforward, cost me some textiles. Jump back into the module screen, and now you can see that I've got 3 level 1s. I'll convert that to a level 2, and that now should give me 3 level 2s. There we go, and now I can convert that to a level 3, so on and so forth. I think the maximum level I think they go to at the moment is level 8, and obviously these give you increased stats, so whether it's an extra 4 or 5% damage tags out of cover, or damage to armor, or more armor percentage, etc, etc, or more hazard protection, it does all that for you. So the module system itself is actually probably one of the most powerful systems, and probably the most important system in the game for progressing your character and making your character stronger. And as you put more modules in, or you get higher modules, you will also get like a higher like basically gear score, like we've mentioned before in the summit. The higher that is, the easier it is for you to clear like things like summit scores, and the easier it's going to be for you when you do higher level missions like legendaries and things like that. Now with modules, the way you earn them is generally you pick them up in the open world and mission activities. You generally get them through CP4s, and you'll get them through higher level missions like heroics and legendary missions. Now you can only pick up 20 per day in the open world, and you can only get 90 per week in total, and then they stop dropping for you. The other ways that you earn them is by doing basically tasks or projects on the website, which I've covered before, and I'll quickly show you again. The more of those things that you do, the more caches you can earn. Some of them give you modules, even some login bonuses give you modules to make your character even stronger. So really important to do the website stuff, which is very much you getting rewarded for playing the game, which is something that our team just don't do. So here I am, getting some of the rewards from the website. I've already got quite a few already. These are just a couple that I didn't grab yesterday. Some of the team firepower ones. So I've just grabbed those. I'll just quickly look, have a quick look around, make sure I haven't missed anything. With this particular one that we're on, it's about teamwork and clearing control points, so it's actually a little bit of an event. And you see there I've got like my own firepower, and we've got the team's firepower, and it gives me so many points. Obviously points make prizes, so I can go and pick or I can go and spend those points here. I'm just going to pick one of the first two purely because I've never picked them before. I think one's just random gear, and the other one is random brand sets. You'll see there straight away as soon as I come back into the game, there's those rewards already waiting for me. I'll just claim all those, which is really nice. When we go and open those caches, let's have a look what we've got. Yeah, so there's the gear ones. There's going to be 6 pieces, so there must be 2 caches with 3 pieces in each. Same for the gear set ones, and probably the same for the brand set ones. To be fair, everything looks completely trash, and I'm probably just going to destroy all that. The last couple of caches, I think, are module caches, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they are. You can get like up to 5 modules in a cache, depending on which one you get, and you can also get like level 2 ones. I've never seen level 3 ones drop. So really beneficial, and really beneficial for your progression to do all those daily tasks. The last bit on this section, I'll show you how you get your mats back when you destroy something. So we look at the Sokolov mask here. At the bottom you can see the potential mats I will get if I break it down. Very similar to our game where we get random mats when we break something down. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and upgrade it. It's going to cost me 75 of these hexagon things. So yeah, I'm going to spend some money on them. If I come back out and I go back to the mask, back to the bottom, you can see now I'm guaranteed to get them 75 back, as well as some other random mats. So let's destroy it and just show you on the screen. And bang, there you go, 75 of them back. So pretty good feature, if I'm honest with you. So let's have a quick look over their season track. You can see there's only 80 season levels with this one. The way you progress this is slightly different than the way you do ours. It's a bit more time gated, which is why I'm only level 55. You'll notice on the screen there, to move my season level over, I need to get some XP. But if you notice, it's in green. It's like a green hexagon around it. So that's the XP that I need to earn. Whereas if you go to your map and you say, I don't know, you look at a control point or something, you'll see that the XP has the orange hexagon around it. So that's not the XP that I need to earn. The XP needs to be with a green hexagon around it, and the only way you can get that is by doing dailies and weeklies. So they're generally your 2 main things for progressing that. There's also a little bit of green XP that you can earn from doing some clan raids, so that will give you a bit per week. But other than that, that's where you're locked to. You really need to focus on doing your dailies, focus on doing what you can do on weeklies. I've got a couple of legendary raids there which I'm really not strong enough to even get into at the moment, and a little bit of summit. We covered summit earlier on, but yeah, if I do 3 floors I'll get a bit more of the green XP to progress my season track. So in conclusion, I like the way they give the summit some sort of meaning. I like the way that you change your watch every single season. I like the fact that the season track is time gated, makes a lot more sense. I like the fact that they give you bonuses for logging in daily and doing daily tasks, and they'll even give you like caches guaranteed every single time they do a maintenance, unlike our team. I like the module system. It makes you incredibly strong. However, I pretty much dislike all of the monetization stuff around having to buy mats to max all your gear out. It's a bit of a bummer, getting everything at the lowest possible roll and having to optimize everything. So yeah, it's got its good points, it's got its bad points. They're doing a lot more around content in this game than they are in our game. So yeah, I'll let you make your own mind up on what you think, whether you think this version is good or this version is bad, but it certainly makes a big difference than from playing our current game. So I'll leave it there. I'll leave you with a little bit of gameplay of me getting hard carried on Legendary Bank Headquarters. Quite a nice little mission. See what you think. But yeah, that's it from me. Bye bye now.
An agent has left your group.